Hi, Dan Hopper with RE/MAX Alliance, Westminster Short Sales. Wanted to talk a little bit with you about postponing a foreclosure sell date. Now, there has to be a couple assumptions for the purpose of this discussion. The first assumption is that you've already gone through the process to determine whether or not you can obtain a loan modification. So it's been basically discovered that you cannot. The second assumption is that you've probably received notice that a foreclosure process has started on your home. In Colorado, we're the only state in the union that has a two-document process called a deed of trust and a promissory note. So when I talk about notes, I'm talking about the promissory note. And once foreclosure has been started in Colorado, you have basically 111 to 120 days before the sell date takes place. What I want to talk about just briefly is postponing that sell date during the foreclosure process. Again, it's a process that can happen with a lot of lenders. There's very few lenders who may not allow us to go ahead and postpone the sell date. In other words, come that time period, they'll just go ahead and let it go into foreclosure. But if you're working with a short sale specialist as myself, we have the ability to sometimes negotiate with the lender to continue to postpone that sell date 30 days at a time, and we can get most of the lenders or the investor, and remember, not all lenders actually own that note. The investor may own that note as well, and the lenders are nothing more than just a servicer of that note. So we have to negotiate with a couple parties at times, and in the process we can get them to do that if there's a few things we have in place. One of the things you have to have in place is the fact that your house is on the market, to try to sell it with a short sale process. And if it's on the market and you're looking to extend or postpone that sell date, please, you got to have a contract. And in order to have a contract, we've got to have the property priced right. And it has to be a legitimate offer from a legitimate buyer. It can't be anything phony to get the process going. But most times we can get that foreclosure date extended. And in many cases, there's a chance where you can still reside in the property 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 8, 10 months beyond the original sell date. It's not the purpose, but the purpose is to get the house sold, get the negotiations done with the short payoff of that note with the lender or the investor. Anyway, just to kind of give you an idea, yes, we can get the foreclosure sell date postponed, and I wanted to just reassure you that that does happen. There are some investors right now who may not do it. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac are starting to take a stand where they may not postpone, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that you don't have a legitimate buyer, a legitimate contract in place with the negotiator at the bank. But that's our job. That's what we do. Please contact me at denverstopforeclosureblog.com. Thank you. Have a great day.